Hey YouTube, it is Isaac Mander, post commentary for EBA this week. Unfortunately, what's it called? I fell sick, and I'm still a little sick, but I decided to do a bunch of post com recording today. We're fighting Mist today. He's undefeated, so I knew this would be a tough matchup. I did build this team like literally like the morning before. I wanted to try a new Streamtail set, as you can tell, it's weakness policy. I wanted to try a cool weakness policy set. He didn't actually bring any of the Pokemon I wanted to set this up on, so it was kind of bad. I was like, oh man. I actually brought my basic six though. These just felt the best in the matchup. Right here, just click a Dragon Ascent into his team because his flying resist is Iron Boulder. So, and that's got Terra, right? So that move was very spammable into him. So that was kind of my goal. We're gonna start the video. I don't know why I didn't start the video. So, yeah, here. I was like, okay, Palafin lead. Let's try something different. Or do I lead Palafin? Actually, I might be a liar. I actually don't know what I lead here. I'm gonna be completely honest. Looks like I wanted to lead Urshifu here. Because I predicted a Tina lead. This is, I was thinking, he's gonna lead Giratina. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna lead Urshi. I was Terra Psychic, he was Terra Fighting on the Iron Builder. I was like, fuck yeah. Terra Psychic on the Urshi, guys. Let's go. I was so happy. I was like, hell yeah, I got the predict right. I'm the GOAT. And I was, I don't know what I was doing. I was probably putting my notes in for the Terras and shit. And I'm like, okay, he had a dedicated lead. Probably to counter Palafin. I've been leading Palafin every week, so I figured that was what he was going to go off of. Because that's what I've been doing every week. And I want to be a little different. He's undefeated, so give him a little special treatment, you know, leading something else. So he does decide to lead Arise. And that is not Necrozma, that is Giratina. And I go Poe here, and I'm like, he's going to switch. I have Lumberry, so if he clicks Willow, it doesn't matter. This is so I can switch into Giratina. That was the main intention behind it. So I'm just like, I'm going to Sword Stance. And as you see, look at this moveset. I'm cooking, chat. I'm cooking, chat. Gotta trust. Okay, so you just switched. I'm like, yeah. Hearth Ugly Awe is crazy, bro. Poor Hearth. Alright, we're going SD. And I'm like, hell yeah, you're getting Terra Psychic. You're getting blown back. Yeah. Yeah, that was my whole entire prep for this. Was like, get fucked, Weezing. That was one of the reasons why I picked this Terra type. That's probably the only. It was because he had like a lot of Fizz Walls that are weak to Psychic. So, and Iron Hands too was also weak to Psychic. So I'm like, Terra Psychic is perfect here. So honestly, my goal was to click buttons. So we go into the Terra mode here, and we're like, yay, Terra Psychic. Urshi's gonna actually get his first kill this season. I've not gotten a kill with this mon yet. It's kind of sad. This Terra Captain's really cool. I just have been obsessed with Rayquaza. So we do Terra Blast this thing. I'm like, this thing gets blown back. And that's it. I was between Psychic and Fairy for this mon, but I'm like, Weezing exists, man. And Urshi just smokes that mon. Because my team's very physical, so I knew he'd bring Fizz Walls. And that's exactly what came. So I'm like, alright. What's coming out next? Probably, what's it called? Pokemon. Sailor. So this was Tarop. And here's 50-50 here. Because it's like, do I want to click an attacking move here? Or do I want to swap into Scizor? Because Terra Starstorm, pretty free. You could also have Dark Pulse. I did the calcs, and I looked, and set specs didn't kill me. So I'm like, okay, we're just going to click Wicked Blow and win the game, basically. I was honestly expecting a Boulder to come in here, but giving me this Terra Shell here is huge. I was very happy with that. We get a crit here. Duh. Any Terra Stars. I'm like, we're going to live this, right? Nope. You don't live that. So I forgot to put the Terapagos in the other form. But honestly, I wanted to break the Terra Shell. That was kind of my mentality there. Anyway, so I probably would still made that play. It's unfortunate to lose Urshi. Urshi was super good. And I realized, fuck, my Screamtail set's ass. Like, what the fuck is that Screamtail set, bro? Like, what am I cooking? It was good into him. It was good into him when he had Iron Moth and Shaman, right? Those are like the two Pokemon. I was like, okay, I can set this up on Iron Moth. I thought Iron Moth would come for some fucking reason. I was so scared of it. Yeah, that Screamtail set was a mistake, bro. I just built that and said, fuck it. So here I was like, oh, what the fuck do I do? I get blown back by this mon. I wanted to go Sizz. I wanted to go this guy and just, like, fucking Calm Mind. But, like, I'm getting blown back by a Terra Starstorm. And then I see the Ray down there. And I'm like, come on. I'm telling myself here, go into Ray. No. Bad Mander. Go into Rayquaza. Come on. We gotta give our boy a kill. Come on. Go Rayquaza. Go Rayquaza. Go Rayquaza. See, I'm on timer. I'm like, fuck. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Goat time, goat time, goat time. It's time to send the goat. Because I was adjusting the Tarap in the calc. I actually didn't know what the fuck the form was called. I'm not gonna lie. Because I realized, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to put the terrestrialized form. I don't know how to fuck do that. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm like, okay. He has no switch-ins. Because Weezing's dead. So you're getting Dragon Ascent. If you go into the fucking boulder aggressive as shit, then like, good on you, I guess. You take a lot of chips, so like... we are Sharp Beak to boost the damage because we're fucking stupid. I don't fucking know. I don't know, I just put Sharp Beak. It's just a random item. I always put Yacha Berry. But I need Sharp Beak to 2-hit KO Swampert, so that's my intention. Because to catch it on a switch or something, or whatever. So we Dragon Ascent and we fuck Terapagos. Get out of here, bitch. So I'm like, yay, we're in a good place now. We're fucking cooking. And Tarap is dead. So now I'm like, okay, you're going Boulder. Boulder, scary. I didn't bring in Polion. Maybe I should have brought Pengu. I should have brought Pengu. Yeah, you know, cook like last week, but no. So Boulder fucking rolls me now. And this is where I'm like, why the fuck did I bring this dumbass Screamtail set? But he goes Boulder here. And he's not boosted speed. Makes sense because, like, my team is, like, slow as shit. And I'm like, man, Screamtail time. I was tempted to stay in with Ready Click EQ. But I'm like, that's a dumbass play. I was also tempted to activate my Palafin here. That actually might be the play I do. I don't remember. But Scizor also looked good here, but then like he Terra fights and resists on moves. Look at this dumbass bug bite ass shit, bro. I'm here to eat them berries. I don't fucking know, bro. This is a dumbass set, bro. I don't know what Terra's expect. I was just making Terra water on the boulder, so I had grass on. I thought I was so cool with that. But I'm like, alright, he's gonna Swords Dance. Let's activate my fucking Palafin. He doesn't kill me. And Jet Punch rolls this guy. Come on, Zo. Let's activate the stupid owl fish. And he does Swords Dance. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm the fucking go. Even though I could have EQ'd and killed this thing. And I'm like, do I just raw Jet Punch? No. And then I calc the normal, like, you know, the Jet Punch that's like super form or whatever. I'm like, wow, this monk gets rolled. So I'm like, okay, let's pick a sack. I have this dumbass Screamtail set that doesn't do jack shit. Cause look, I have a weakness policy, but look at this dumbass move pool, bro. This does like 3% to Iron Boulder, by the way. This mod sucks. I'm not gonna lie, this set sucks. If I had T-Wave, I would've been fine. I would've been fine if I had T-Wave. I was a normal person and ran T-Wave on this set. Oh. And he Mighty Cleaves. And I'm like, and I live too, so I'm like, man, if I was T-Wave, I was like, okay, this looks normal. Normal damage. We're gonna click Grass on in case he, like, fucking try to set up on me. I probably could have clicked Dazzle Gleam here, but, like, why would you Terra in front of this guy, right? So, you Mighty Clean me. I'm like, ah, man. We got booked. So, I'm like, alright, at this point, I have to force the Terra. That's my only play, right? And I'm like, alright. Palafin actually lives. It's a 25% chance to kill me. So I'm like, alright. Palafin can cook here. After a Swords Dance, it can live a hit after the hero transformation. So, I'm like, alright, let's go. Let's go, Palafin. So, I'm like, okay, I live here pretty easily. Well, okay, well, I don't live pretty easily. I have a 25% chance to die. But I'm like, I'm not dying. I'm the GOAT, right? So, I almost wanted to click Wave Crash, but I'm like, I need my guaranteed damage in case he gets to roll. I'm not risking that goofy-ass shit. I'm not gonna lie, that's a dumbass play. If I do that, so I'm like, alright, I'm Jet Punching this fuck. Terra all you want. Terra CC actually killed me, so I assumed he'd click that. But then that meant he would lower his defenses, which meant I could revenge it with Ray. And that's what I wanted, because I wanted to click Dragon Ascent. So, that was kind of my goal, was to hopefully force him to swap, so then I could just Dragon Ascent, whatever comes in, right? So, he does Terrastalize into the fighting type. And I'm like, yes! Good boy! Good job, you Terra! Let's go! That's exactly what I wanted. And I'm like, alright, Jet Punch! This will do a lot of damage. That does a fuck ton. And he Mighty Cleaves. I'm like, okay, 25% chance. Oh, I was sad. I did find out after the game, though, he actually had an item to boost that move. So, like, it didn't matter. So, he ran Hard Stone fucking Boulder. I ran Sharp Beak Rayquaza. We're both fucking stupid. And I was calcing here. And, Ray ESP did 3% less than Scissor's Bullet Punch, and I didn't remember the health it was at. So I'm like, alright, Josh, my fucking goat. I was very tempted to click Sword Stance here, I'm not gonna lie, but I knew the right play. The right play was the Bullet Punch. That was the right play. So I'm like, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's make the right play, guys. Not the dumb play, the right play. We're making goat plays, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Dun, 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 dun. I like this music. I don't know. I was up watching a few people who like use this song, so I decided to use it for a couple games, you know? You know, every time, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's use this song. Zell also used this song one time, I think he told me to use this one, so. Arise, goes into Giratina. I kind of figured, but, Bullet Punch felt like the safe play there. And I'm like, yeah, fucked. I'm like, damn, that looks normal. I don't know how Fizz-F that was, I don't really remember. But I'm like, alright, let's go Bear. Let's eat this Will-O-Wisp. The play I really wanted to do was Calm Mind Bear here, but I'm like, I want Blood Moon for the chippies. That was kind of the game plan. Get the cheapies. Get the cheapies on this guy. That was the goal. Get the cheapies. And we go Winnie! But I figured he'd Willow here, and he does. So I'm like, yeah! I'm the goat! I'm the fucking goat! So, we get the Willow here. And I'm like, ah, fuck, I'm burned. That is not nice. So I'm like, alright. We can just Blood Moon now. I wanted to Calm Mind. But Draco did a fuck ton of damage. So I'm like, no, we're not risking that shit. And I'm clicking Blood Moon here. This is like 50% to max HP. So I'm like, you know what? That's fine. That's good enough. That's good enough damage. Puts it into Rayquaza range. And that's what matters. I need to put everything into Ray range. That's kind of the goal. As is every week, honestly, is to do that. Every week, put everything into Rayquaza range. That's the goal. Because I want that mon to be my kill leader, so that's been my goal. Honestly, to day one, that's been my goal. Get Rayquaza kills. Yep. So, he's thinking here, because he has a lot of plays he can make. He can make a swap or 2, or 3, or 4. He has a lot of plays. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know what the fuck to do. Oh, like, what? Icy Wind comes up. Like, what the fuck? And that does a fuck ton of damage. I'm not gonna lie, that did more than I expected. I was like, ow. And the speed drop sucks. Because that means Iron Hands outspeeds me now if it wants to swap in. And I was EV to outspeed it a little bit. So I was like, alright. I need health on this thing so that I can fucking 1v1 Iron Hands. Not 1v1 it, but do a lot. If it's not AV. If it's like booster attack, right? That's kind of like my thought process there was, okay. So we're going to go Scizor here on a potential Icy Wind here because I have Bullet Punch. So that was kind of the game plan. Go that guy and do that guy things. So I go Scizor here. I am kind of getting worried that he's keeping Swampert because I'm like, fuck, all my check stat thing are gone. I want Swampert dead. He's keeping it for the end. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. So I'm like, alright, we gotta fucking cook. Here, he's probably just gonna Icy Wind again. That was my thought process. He's probably gonna Icy Wind. He could Draco. I don't know if he had Draco, because I would assume you'd click it there. Maybe he's trying to predict a Ray, but then Draco does more, so I think he's just trying to slow me down. So we go Scizor here. I'm like, Draco, yeah. And it does a chunk. But I'm like, at this point, I can SD, because then I could click Bullet Punch. That was kind of the game plan. I could Bullet Punch. So I'm like, SD! He has the Pokemon advantage by a lot, so kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of scary. So this was not a great position here, but he does just click Draco here. And yeah, it does 0. I'm surprised he didn't Willow me, I'm gonna be honest. Like, no Willow? Interesting. And I almost just decided to Sword Dance twice in a row. Did I actually do it twice in a row? I think I just clicked Bullet Punch here. I could have SD'd again. I could easily SD'd again. I didn't want to risk the crit, though. I was very tempted, though. It's like, you know, I could just do it again. Could just do it again. I could. But this mon is in Ray range, so I'm like, I don't really need to worry about this guy anymore. But yeah, we just could Bullet Punch here. I could have SD'd again. Honestly, could have been the better play, to be honest. And now I'm like, okay, he can go Scizor or Iron Hands. I was kind of hoping for a Scizor, because I didn't have E-Ball on my Ray, which was, I don't know. I was more scared of hands, I'll be honest. So I put EQ. But Sharp Beak fucking shit did a lot, so I probably was a misprep thing on me. I was really scared of Shaman coming. I thought Shaman would come. But yeah, Clobbering, that's Iron Hands. So I'm like, alright, fuck, it's Assault Vest, isn't it? And he reveals he's Booster. And I'm like, wow, that's not what I was expecting. So, I mean, my team's pretty physical, so I guess you don't need an AV. But here, I'm like, I'm faster, right? I could have probably clicked Bullet Punch, but I'm like, I'm faster than you. I'm faster than you. So, I'm like, okay, there's no way you're speedy on your Iron Hands, right? Like, that's not a real thing. And he's fucking fast. He showed me his pace. He had a lot of fucking speed. I don't know what the fuck that was for. But he's the fucking go. I don't know. This guy, I think I fought him in another league, and he had a fuck ton of, like, random speed investment mods. So, I don't know. This guy might be this. Look, oh, he's undefeated for a reason. This guy's the fucking goat. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna click Earth Power. I don't know speed, but we have the berries, so we live. Thank God you're not CC. Actually, if you're CC, Rayquaza is gonna blow you back. So I'm like, yay, we live those. And we E-Power here. We do kill. So I'm like, did we get a crit? We did get a crit. I'm not sure if this mattered. I didn't actually run the calcs. But yeah, I think it was a roll. I don't know. On my calc, it said it didn't kill, but that's because it had no speed and it had Spadef and shit, so yeah. And then funny enough, the speed investment in the calc actually didn't have enough speed for Blood Moon, so I was like, damn, he must have a lot. So that was unfortunate. If that crit mattered, I do apologize, but I would have just vacuum waved the next turn, so I don't know if it would have mattered. But then he goes into Dark Childy. I don't know what the fuck this nickname is. He's using all caps, so I respect it. So we did get the chip, and he used Muddy Cleave. So I'm like, okay, does he not have CC on Terra Fighting? This makes 0 sense. But obviously he didn't want to lower his defenses. So I'm like, well, guess what? It's Ray against the world, guys. The usual. Honestly, if I had E-Ball, I had a chance to win this fucking game. So I was just like, man, why don't I have E-Ball, man? Why don't I have E-Ball? This made me so mad. Because I'm like, fuck. If I had E-Ball right now, I'd EQ over it. I literally had EQ and E-Ball. Those are like the two moves I was debating. I need Overheat for fucking Fortress. I was fucking scared of that thing. Or some fucking... Well, I was scared of hazards, because I wasn't bringing my hazard guys, right? So I was like, well, I need Overheat. And then EQ for hands. 7-11 comes out. I'm like, please don't have Ice Punch. Ice Punch is such a good brain. Just don't have it, man. Ice Punch is a fake move. Ice Punch actually didn't kill me, unless, I clicked this button, though. But I had to, because, this button's bulky. And I'm like, oh, that's not bulky. That's offensive. So it didn't matter. If it was offensive, it killed me. So I'm like, I'm dead, right? Please don't Ice Punch me. And he has Ice Punch. Good prep on his part. Obviously makes sense to bring Ice Punch. I did not need the Sharp Beak for his investment that he had. But I figured he'd be Fizdef. So, GG's to Mist. Great battle. It was just a close game. It was honestly just a clicking buttons game. I kind of like that. I was pretty mad after the game, though. Not after the game. I was mad, but I was just like, fuck! I didn't have E-Ball, man. I had E-Ball in the builder and changed the EQ last minute. And I'm like, damn it, man. It was a tough one to decide between those two moves because they both looked good. I was scared of Hands. Because Hands needed, like, that. I need that power for Hands, I think. I don't know, man. But yeah, that was the game. A very fun battle, for sure. We do take our second loss in the EBA. At least it's a 1-0, and Rayquaza got kills, so I can't be too mad. I'm 3-2 with a +6 differential, so that's pretty solid for a 3-2 team. But taking only 2 L's with a 1-0, I'll take that any day. My team is just click buttons and have fun. I did have a lot of fun. I was a little sad I didn't have the right move, aka me being dumb in prep. That's what happens when you don't do mocks, chat. That's what happens when you don't do mocks. This happens, but yeah, that was a fun game. 3-2. I'm perfectly fine with that, honestly. I want to hopefully win my next couple games. I have a tough gauntlet, though. I'm fighting Sage. I'm fighting Rain. And I'm fighting someone else. Who am I fighting? I'm fighting Mr. G. I have a gauntlet. I have a fucking gauntlet of goats. So I might not even make playoffs because I have a fucking gauntlet. But I'm going to do my best. I hope I can beat him because, you know, that's always the goal. I want to get hopefully one more win. 2 more wins, I think, guarantees playoffs. I have to read the rules on the playoffs, but I think it's just top 8. So I actually need 2 wins. Actually, it's 14 coaches, so I actually might only need 1. My differential is pretty good right now, so my goal is to keep the good diff up. Hopefully I can get a good game against someone. So, you know, that'd be great. And then just keep up the high diff. Like the decent diff. So yeah. I'm in a pretty good standings in terms of my record. And in terms of diff, I think my diff is very good. compared to most of the people. I remember being like fourth or third on the standings at a point, so I was pretty happy. And my Rayquaza's like up on kills by like 2 or 3. And now I got like 2 kills at this game. Or yeah, I killed what's it called? I killed Boulder and I killed the Tarop, right? So I got 2 kills. So like I'll take 2 kills. With Ray. Also Scizor, Urshifu finally getting his first kill of the season. I was obviously looking at transactions. I need to remember to actually make drop my Flareon. I have Flareons. I have Flareon for one matchup. Literally, I drafted it for one matchup. That just thought it'd be funny. And I don't even play them. And I don't even think they're gonna make playoffs, but I don't know, maybe I keep it for the memes, right? It could be the bench warmer. Flareon deserves some love. I thought it'd be funny to get a Flash Fireman with Scizor, even though it sucks. I just thought it'd be funny. It's a bad one, but yeah. And so yeah, next week we play Sage. So I really hope that goes well. I'm really looking forward to playing him because we were supposed to play in the PTL, and then unfortunately he had to drop and forfeit and all this stuff. It was pretty sad. So it's pretty awesome that we get to play him. Been looking forward to it. I'm pretty happy with my run so far, 3-2. It's funny. I'm doing 2 leagues side by side, EBA and IDL. Funny enough, I'm 3-2 in both, and in both those leagues, I lost my week 1, and I've won my week 2, week 3, and week 4, and I've lost my week 5. Like, what the fuck? They've both been so consistent, except my diff is better in this league. I'm +3 in IDL because oh wait, this goes upload after the IDL one. I got cooked by fucking Terror Screamtail. Or not even Terror Scream, just fucking Screamtail. Because my team is so good, but Screamtail's so good that, like, just Encore traps my Pokemon. I also just not play. I did not play around it very well either, so yeah, that's just unfortunate gaming. But that is it for today, guys. No more complaining. Sorry about the complaining about not having E-Ball, But it was a very fun match. I know my match won't be on the watch together because I lost. Maybe that's a good thing. I talk too much in these videos, so it's good to see my opponent's side. I always prefer watching my opponent's side at battles. I like my own content, but I talk a lot, and I listen to myself enough a day. I talk 23 hours of the day. I hear my own voice a lot. I hope others enjoy hearing me talk, and they're probably like, "What's wrong with this guy?" Hey, I ask myself the same thing. So that is it for the video, guys. I'll see you all for the next week of the EBA. If you're wondering how the recording goes on, I'll show you guys. I literally just forgot to turn off the recording. Like we're just back here again, and we go then here, and we're just fucking here. Yeah, I just forgot to press fucking off because I'm fucking stupid. So yeah, guys, that's the way. I'll see you all for the next EBA battle on the next Sunday. This will be going up on the Sunday, and then this will be going up in April. But yeah, EBA's been awesome. Shout out to Sin and Sage for doing all the running and doing all the shit and working whatever the fuck they do. I don't fucking know. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.